So it's unfortunate because, few people are ever going to really attain their financial independence that they really want. And reality is this is a sham because it's really not that challenging, provided you get started early, and really just apply some simple things to your life. Now, reality is you probably don't want to be one of those people that work 40 plus years and still you can't retire because you haven't really accumulated enough money, to really enjoy the things in later life. So no one wants to work all their life and still not have that financial independence. So it's important that we do things or avoid doing things that will impact that. So the end goal here is to really have that financial independence. So you have the freedom to really live the way you want in your later years of life. So I want to talk to you about some things to avoid that are going to be obstacles in your financial independence. And the first thing is really just waiting too long to begin saving and investing. You know, Time can be your friend or your enemy when it comes to investing. When you start early, you'll see it's really amazing how little you really need to save each month to become wealthy by retirement age. However, if you really wait too long, it's also amazing to see how much you have to save to really achieve that same level of savings. So one of the things you can do is really just get an online savings calculator and prove it to yourself. Just kind of punch in some numbers and the amount of time in years and see what the end financial accumulation can be. Another obstacle is really a lack of financial goals. Often people are just kind of floating adrift. They don't really have any financial goals other than they want to have money, but they aren't really specific. So, goals are going to provide a context that's really going to help you choose the behaviors that are going to be important in achieving that goal. So, if you don't have any financial goals, now is really the time to make them. Another obstacle is really a lack of an emergency fund. Now, I know this emergency fund doesn't sound very exciting, but this can have a large effect on your financial independence. Without an emergency fund, you might be forced to dip into your savings or your retirement account, and often this can be disastrous. Often these type of accounts have significant penalties for accessing them early. Again, so have an emergency fund. Another obstacle is really a greater interest in the short-term pleasures versus the long-term security. Would you rather enjoy a pizza now or look good at the beach next summer? Would you rather be someone that you don't really save money for the future and you really focus on the short term? So short-term enjoyment is really the enemy of long-term progress. Another obstacle is really to a failure to maximize your income. So how much you save is impacted by how much you earn. So you need to really make an effort to maximize your career growth. Do what you can to increase your earnings. Really, often people just settle into a comfortable job and kind of ride it out as long as they can. Another obstacle is overspending. The more you spend, the less you save. It's that simple. You'd be surprised how many wealthy people really spend relatively little. So really take a look at your spending over the last few years and think about what you have to show for it. Would you rather have, items, or would you rather have that money back and be able to invest it? Another obstacle is carrying too much debt. Now there's good debt and bad debt. So I'm talking here about bad debt because it's not leveraged debt, meaning there's no asset associated with it that can potentially grow like debt for a home. This is like credit card debt. So, debt is really another roadblock in your financial independence. It's just spending with added interest. It's also a major source of stress, you know, by trying to figure out how you're going to pay the debt off. So keep in mind that the less debt you have, the more money you can save. Another obstacle is really caring too much about what others think. You know, why do you live in the a fancier or larger home than you need? Why do you want an expensive car? Really, if you're honest with yourself, it's probably largely to impress others. So ask yourself, what car would you purchase if no one would ever see it or know about it? So everyone, should really have these financial goals to be independent in their golden years. Now, with enough money, uh, tucked away that you can really enjoy the life you want. But it's important to understand that time is a big factor here. So, financial independence is a possibility for everyone, but you really need to make a plan and get started today. Time is on your side if you start early enough, but now is the time if you're not doing anything, and again, trying to avoid these obstacles. So, in your quest for achieving that higher, healthier, and happier life, your financial independence is also a factor. So hopefully some of these things will help. And if there's anything we can ever do for you, just let us know. Thanks.